don't forget to like and subscribe.
Hello there. I finally got to it. I finally finished it. And my hype from the very beginning is gone. Dahmer, episode 10. I'm done with it. I'm done with it. I mean, this one, this really didn't need to be there. The park was never built. It's just, it was funny because when they mentioned that, I just was reminded of my grandfather who worked to get a monument built in a park in reference to someone. However, the only thing I really, I know the story of the guy, but his brother is also well known for, well, kind of what I think Dahmer did. Yeah, so it's just like, oh my gosh. Sometimes sometimes things are better just left forgotten. You don't need to remember everyone. Why remember Dahmer? Why create a monument to the lost? You have the gravestones, you have the family by doing that, you're basically remembering Dahmer even more. And honestly, all these, because apparently Netflix is planning to come out with 14 or something, a ridiculous amount of documentaries and things on Dahmer, so this isn't the first one, and it's not going to be the last. So it's just, I don't know. This one it started out good, and they got you to feel for Dahmer, and then they got me to really hate the fact that the families are very boring and aren't having anything exciting happening in their lives. I really didn't care for the families at all because I felt sorry for Dahmer, and as soon as they got rid of that storyline, they finished that and then showed everything that happened after his incarceration. I didn't care. I didn't care that he got baptized the same time as that other serial killer got injected. I don't care that a guard left him alone with a man who was crazy and basically bludgeoned him to death. I didn't care for that. It was just, I would have, if it wasn't bogged down by all this other stuff. I stopped caring about the fact that his father cared for him. I stopped caring about well, I forgot that the mother was there, honestly. I stopped caring about these other people because they didn't matter. They had they were footnotes in the story that is, it sounds awful. Footnotes in the story that is Jeffrey Dahmer. And it's not supposed to be that way. This should have been about his atrocities and what the families are going through, not the fact that Jeffrey Dahmer was. So I think the storytelling was off, and really just when it finally came to be about the families, it just didn't work because they had already established Jeffrey Dahmer as this troubled kid who just got lost along the way, who was crying for help and nobody listened, and a father who tried his best to relate to his son. And then we get to the families who are suffering, and I'm like, we've already done all this with Jeffrey Dahmer's story. We've already known he's suffering. We've seen how that turns out. So are these families going to start killing people? I mean, no, I'm sorry. Apologies. I know this was well liked, but no, it just didn't work. In the sense of storytelling, in the sense of keeping people engaged, this does not work. I think people were only engaged because, well, they probably binge watched the whole thing. I didn't. I was watching it basically episode for episode, and honestly, I had to force myself to get to these last few episodes. I really did. I wasn't excited like I was in the beginning. I didn't like the jumping around. I remember mentioning that, but at the same time, it was more entertaining than what we got here. So I guess there was props to them for me complaining, but still keeping me engaged. Then it just, oh. Thank you all for watching. Talk to you next time. Toodles.